Hi, and welcome to Next Gen VR. Today I will be playing more games on the StarVR One, mostly racing sims. I will also tell you guys which games don't work. Now the StarVR One is the widest field of view headset on the market, but it is only available to enterprise customers. That doesn't mean though that you can't play games on it. A lot of games work great on this headset, and if you want the StarVR to release a consumer version, make sure to like and share this video so that they see it and they know people want this as a consumer headset. Now, since my last video, I actually did a tweak where I added a line called max recommended resolution set to 16384 into the steamvr.settings file in the Steam config folder. Now, this is a common method used to improve the resolution of Pimax headsets, and it worked great on the StarVR as well. The headset now looks much clearer and less blurry, and is close to the quality of an Odyssey Plus. The downsides of this tweak is that there is some performance issues in some games, but the resolution can always be slightly reduced to find the right balance. So let's get started. So the first game I have is Assetto Corsa, and boy does the field of view look amazing. I feel like I'm actually in this car right now, and in terms of resolution I can actually read the dials on the rings, so surprisingly not too bad, even though it's a bit blurry. And yeah, I'm gonna drive this around. Now it's showing there's some reprojection going on, but I do not feel any reprojection issues. It feels smooth. Now, it could just be the way StarVR is showing it, even though it's not actually having anything wrong. And I'm playing this with the max recommended resolution tweak that I was talking about, and it looks pretty good, you guys. Like, I can definitely get myself really immersed in this game. The field of view, when you are really engrossed in a game, just feels incredible. Like, if I'm not paying attention, there is absolutely no borders. But when you are paying attention, there is still some borders on the edges. So this isn't 100% human field of view. I would say it's about 95% of the human field of view. And even though the resolution is not nearly as good as Valve Index, it does look much better with the tweak now. And I am still having a lot of fun in this game, and am feeling immersed even at this resolution. Now, in terms of colors, they look excellent. In this particular racetrack, the sunlight is shining a bit too much in places. I can probably tweak that in the settings. It's a bit blurry from a far distance, but it looks similar from a distance to the Index. So, not exactly similar, but close. So it's not too bad. Now, playing this in my racing chair just really increases the immersion. Like, there is nothing left to add to make this a more immersive experience. I can see in my peripheral vision the right mirror And I can also see my left mirror. So it is incredible, you guys. So yeah. Hey guys, now I'm showing you Dirt Rally 2, one of my favorite racing games. And what's amazing is I have a full undistorted field of view. It works great, and the dials are actually more readable than even in Assetto Corsa. So right now I can read the speedometers. I can't read the 3 smaller dials, however. On my right I can read, well, I can't read those dials, but yeah, everything looks great. And the way I set it up is MSAA 4 times. Everything graphics are medium, except for textures ultra and track ultra. And I turned off any unnecessary effects. So yeah, let's give this a test. I have to press the button.
550, 6 left of a crest. Into 6 right.
I've got to tell you guys, the field of view is incredible in this game. Like, I feel like I'm actually in this car.
Into 6 left of a crest, extra long.
And what I like about Dirt Rally is that there's a lot more kind of strategy involved in trying to go fast but not crash.
Opens 6 of a crest, 30.
Now it looks a bit blurry from a distance. Graphics are obviously not the best, but everything in this car looks pretty good in terms of resolution.
To 6 right long, water splash, 30. For left of a crest, into cut for right long.
Now, if I do some additional tweaks, maybe turn off some additional options, then I could probably get the graphics to, I could probably get the performance to be much better. But I don't really notice any reprojection. Maybe I am less sensitive to it.
50.
So yeah.
6 left. 120 over narrow bridge. 6 left long, tightens don't cut turn 3. 30. Four right of a crest long. Into 4 left long of a crest. 100. 4 right of a crest long. Into 4 left long of a crest.
So in terms of comfort, this headset is pretty comfortable. I wouldn't say it's like feels like you're wearing nothing. You do feel some pressing down on your cheeks. Now, the reason for that could be that I've attached my cable to the ceiling in order to get it out of the way. And since the cable was acting as a counterweight for the headset, sort of, it's removed that counterweight. But this definitely feels a lot more comfortable than the Valve Index. I definitely got more neck strain from the Index than I do with this headset. And yeah, this is pretty enjoyable. If I do a bit more graphical tweaks, I could probably make it more better from a distance, but other than that, this is pretty good. So yeah. Hey guys, so now I want to show you rFactor 2. Now, this game was optimized for, well, not optimized, but the developers made it mod that uses the full field of view. So this game is compatible with any wide FOV headset, and everything is actually pretty readable in the car. I would say it's even clearer than the last two games. Now, I've been trying to get my steering wheel set up to work with this game, and I can't figure out what's wrong, but I'll eventually get it figured out. In the meantime, just wanted to show you guys this game. I have a full undistorted field of view. It is a bit blurry from a distance, but that might be mostly just the way this game's designed. But this game definitely looks like it would be enjoyable to race in, so yeah. Hey guys, so now I'm going to show you iRacing, and what I can tell you is, yes, this game is fully compatible with the StarVR One. I see a full undistorted field of view, no culling at all. I can read the dials perfectly clearly, although they're really close to me, so that's part of the reason. Now, graphics look pretty decent. Obviously a bit blurry from far, but it looks actually pretty good even at medium distance, so it's only the very far distance that is blurry. So yeah, let's give this a shot. I'm gonna switch modes. And yeah, this is pretty cool, you guys. I am driving and it feels like I'm actually in this car, which is pretty awesome. Now, I've never played iRacing before, but somebody requested me to try this out, so I bought it just for this purpose. And yeah, what's pretty surprising is that despite the reprojection, the frame time is actually pretty good, and I'm not feeling any jitteriness at all. It feels like iRacing is so far the smoothest experience. And I have to tell you guys that this is actually quite enjoyable. Having this huge field of view is definitely an advantage. And yeah, I would say the graphics here are between rFactor and Dirt Rally. They're pretty decent. I would definitely play this racing game as my primary game on the StarVR. I think I went out of bounds. But yes, the field of view is spectacular. When I'm immersed in this game, I do not notice the borders at all on the peripheral. So those are the games I have for you guys. Now, Project Cars 2 does not work with the StarVR, unfortunately. It shows the same image on each eye rather than being superimposed. Now, you might have noticed that Project Cars 2 has some interesting files like StarVR.dll and other StarVR related files. This was back from when StarVR partnered with Slightly Mad Studios in order to showcase a Porsche car during some show. But since then, the game has stopped working with the StarVR, and StarVR informed me that they're planning to get back in touch with Slightly Mad Studios in order to complete the integration, but we will see how that goes. Now, there are some other games that don't work. For example, Aerofly FS2's Flight Simulator also does not superimpose the image. Some other games like No Man's Sky doesn't start up at all, and neither does Moss or The Climb. So it really depends on which game you play, but most games support OpenVR, which is why the StarVR works for so many of these games. And I will later do a video where I play Skyrim with mods optimized for the best performance, and I will let you guys know what that's like. So far the graphics look really good, and I have a feeling the StarVR may end up being one of the best headsets to play Skyrim in. So that's my video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.